Hi guys, and welcome to our 8th session. As I always say every week, I'm really surprised and did not believe that we would be doing as many as we are, but here we are again. Hope you're enjoying the weather. Hope you're all staying safe. Apologies that we're a little bit behind with this one, as we had a couple incidences over the week which prevented me from doing any filming. However, all good now and we're here. Just want to mention that this video has got quite a lot of abdominal activity. We've got quite a lot of bridging in it, so I do just want to say that this one is not suitable for those of you that are antenatal, if any of you are doing that, but perfectly safe for everybody else, and usual kind of variations and adaptations for those of you that have back pain or are postpartum. So let's get cracking and loosen everybody off. So we're going to stand with those legs hip distance apart with toes facing forwards. We'll do our normal top to toe check just so we can get centered and we can get the right mind frame. So just gently bringing chin into chest, looking up towards the sky and fluctuating between these two movements. Coming to balance head and neck in the center when you feel you've had a nice stretch and lengthen down the back of that neck and at the front of the neck, and just gently coming to settle in between the two, looking forward. Then with our shoulders on those exhales, we'll take them up and down into back pockets, and we're trying to get these to move together. So it's not just about the warm-up. I want you to connect to the back of the shoulders and really feel that they're drawing down together nice and equally. So gently down on that exhale, taking care to try and keep everything else super still. Exhaling, feeling a little bit of warmth, warming up. Couple more, and then we're going to leave them down there. Lovely. Okie doke. So down into those back pockets, arms relaxed down by your side. Now to pelvis. Let's tilt it forward, emptying that bucket of water and then tilting it back. So we're getting this shift between overarching of the back and flexion of the back. Tailbone sticking out, tailbone in between those legs. Nice tilt in action. We're just trying to locate this just to the pelvis. So we're just trying to move that pelvis independently to everything else, because you've set and centered your upper body. So just gently fluctuating and then coming to relax on the in-between where it feels nice and balanced there. Legs are hip distance, knees are spongy and soft. Let's just rock the body weight forward now, so you're coming into contact with all your toes, and be mindful of little toes and big toes. And then coming back onto those heels, feeling the pressure in the heels, and then again forward, feeling that nice connection, back and forward. It's okay to try and take yourself a little bit off centre, because I want you to be warm and then getting used to engaging that core again for me. It's a nice little zip from back to front with our pelvic floor. Nice little bit of activation, pulling belly button into spine, so we've got some nice general abdominal tension, and we're just gently rocking back and forth, feeling those points in the feet, rocking back into those heels. Couple more rocks for me, then I just want you to evenly distribute that weight between our 3 points. So now feeling it into big toes, little toes and those heels, and nice and relaxed. So we're going to start with some upper body rolls. Remember, we can make these as small or as large as you want in range, being mindful of your spine and of your shoulders. So we're taking a nice breath in here. We're going to breathe out as we roll the shoulder back. We flow then into a nice side bend, so we're getting length throughout this side. You feel the stretch. The arm comes over, which is going to tension through that lat. Gently topple over, mindful of the spine, into the centre. Take a breath in here, breathe out like we do when we're coming back up from roll down on shrugging shoulders at the top. Other side for me. Nice roll. Softness in those knees still, coming over into that stretch, dangling down. Nice breath in here, breathe out, restack. Lovely. So nice and mindful of the spine, segment by segment, warming up through those shoulders, stretching off through the lats, softness in the knees, gently coming down, breath in, breathe out, restack, changing sides, coming over, nice breath in here, breathe out, restacking. So what a nice flow of the movement. You can over-exaggerate certain motions if you're feeling a little bit stiff in certain areas, but we want that nice flow. Breath in, breath out, drawing through those abdominals, coming up through the centre, changing sides. arm over. A lovely length and stretch throughout the back of the legs if you're coming all the way down, but remember you don't have to. We could just be working into the earlier range. Gently restack. Changing sides. Lovely. Connecting with that breath, breathing being a massive key in our Pilates movement, engaging the core properly. Lovely. We do last couple to each side for me. Feeling the body loosen off. Still connecting and drawing down into your mat, into those 3 points in the feet. And we'll go for our last one to each side for me. Lovely, gently restacking back up through that centre, coming back to neutral standing for me. Okay, chest stretch now. We start with those arms wider at the bottom as if we're holding on to an imaginary post. So the arms are in a bit of a V shape. Make sure you're setting the shoulders back, nice tall posture. Take a breath in here and then breathe out as we gently start to take those arms up and over. Now, again, just listening to your body, not coming into any kind of real amounts of pain. You're okay to feel a little bit of symptoms if your shoulders are sore. Breathing in here, breathe out, but nothing that's agonising, of course. Taking a breath in here, breathing out, engaging through the tummy. Nice breath in at the top, keeping that rib cage nice and pinned down. So this is an exercise where we're just trying to move those shoulders by themselves. Everything else is super still, apart from your breath. Keep the ribcage down. So you should just be aware of like a little stretch at the end of range, around the shoulders, around the front of the chest. A couple more. Exhaling up. Inhale to hold. Exhale down. And on this next one now we're going to add in some little pulses. So when we get to the top, I want you to set that posture correctly. Engage the tummy, and then on the exhale, pull, 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 pull. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, and down. So we're going to go up again and do one more, and I want you to be engaging that core, relaxing that core, engaging that core, relaxing that core, keeping everything nice and still. Little sharp breaths for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Lovely. Okay. Recentering ourselves and bringing those arms back to a nice kind of neutral position in line with those shoulders. We're going to go for windmill arms now, so a little bit of coordination. Shoulders are set back, we're taking a breath in and then we're going to breathe out, so we split the arms. We'll take the right to the sky and the left to the feet, and then we're going to go for a nice big clockwise circle. And again, just working within your ranges that your shoulder is happy to do with this, not forcing it into anything that's uncomfortable. We are exhaling on that full circle, nice and slowly. I'm going to inhale at the beginning. So exhale, opening up, keeping that rib cage pinned down again, keeping everything else in neutral. Breathing out. Breath in here. And out. And our last one this way. Before now, changing direction, so left to the sky, right to the feet, big anti-clockwise circle, exhaling, Keeping pinned with that tailbone, keeping engaged with the tummy and soft in the knees. Last one. Feeling those arms warm up. Okay, bring it back to the start. Reset yourself again. We're going to go one clockwise, one anti-clockwise now. So varying it up just for a little bit of coordination. One clockwise, one anti-clockwise. And again. Feeling that ache now in the hands. Last one to each direction. Ooh. Okay, back. And now, just for a little bit of variation, trying to get the upper body and the lower body moving together now. We're going to come up into a calf raise when we go out into that circle. And when the circle comes back to the start, we're going to come down from the calf raise, if that makes sense. But we're going to also continue with our clockwise and anti-clockwise motion. So we're going to rise up as we draw the clockwise circle, we're going to come down, and then we're going to rise up as we go for the anti-clockwise circle and down, changing to it, adding that calf raise. If you just want to do the calf raises or you just want to do the arm circles, then that is absolutely fine. Should be starting to feel it through those arms now. Starting to feel a little bit of activation throughout those calves, just warming them up. Last one to each direction. Challenging the brain. And relax. Okay, so some nice shoulder shrugs backwards now. Warming up. Warming up. Lovely. Okay. So I put in some really nice shoulder drops now, but we're going to do them in standing, so you've got to focus on your posture. So we're going to keep everything else nice and super still, as always, when we're in standing and we're engaging through that core. We're going to take those arms out, take a nice breath in, and then breathe out as you lengthen the fingertips of one arm forward. So you feel the opening up of the back of the shoulder blade and the stretch in that muscle. I want you to breathe in and then breathe out as we set that shoulder back to its original starting position. Exhale. Opposite side, lengthen and reach. Inhale to hold, exhale back. Changing sides again. Exhale, feel that stretch. Breathe in to hold, breathe out to set back. Keep everything else super still. Use that core, feel that stretch. Pin everything else. That's it. Love a good shoulder drop. So these are quite nice when you're lying down as well, because you can lengthen up towards the sky. We've done these before in class. But I thought it'd be quite nice just to challenge the core and make sure that nothing else creeps in with this movement as we're stretching those shoulder blades. Also working the arms as we hold them out as well. Quite challenging. Reach and stretch. Whoa. Last one to each side for me. Lovely, relaxing those arms down. Okay, so just going to come into some squats now. So I just want you to widen the stance just a little bit, but still keeping those toes facing forward. Remember, bottom is being sent back. You want weight in the heels. You want to still be able to see those toes. Make sure knees don't come over them. And we're trying to keep that nice flat back with tailbone tucked under. So breath in here. Breathe out. Send it back. Breath in back. Exhale back. Inhale, come back. Breathing out. Breath in. Feel your bum cheeks. Say hello. And back. Exhaling. Inhaling. Nice. Just a couple more. Then we're going to add in some hip abduction. So we're going to come down into a squat on the exhale, and then exhale to lift as you come back up. So down, exhale, 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 exhale. Down into that squat, lift that leg. Down into the squat, lift the leg. Nice solid core for me. Again, upper and lower body working together. Sending that bum back still. Keeping that tailbone nice and tucked in. Couple more to each side for me. Last one. Lovely. Relaxing. Okie dokes. So this is where we just get a little bit more active with our warm up now. So we're going to come into some monkey walks. Remember, when we're coming down, we can do modified versions of all of these. So I'm going to show you the full version first. Taking a nice breath in here, breathing out as we roll down, all the way. Breath in to hold, breath out. We're going to walk the hands out into a full plank style position. Okay, then from here we would have 5 push-ups. Okay, if you're not happy with full push-ups, we can come down, lower those knees, push up from here. Okay, then you're going to tuck your feet back in, walk the hands back in, being mindful of that pelvis. We're trying to keep that pelvis nice and balanced, and then we're restacking back up. Now, for those of you that obviously aren't coming all the way down to that mat, I want you to do your modified version. Come to sit into your chair and then soften your knees, walk your hands out, and then take your preferred press up position here. So we're going to go for 5 press ups when we're down there, and we're going to go for 5 locks. Okay, don't rush it. Still thinking, use this nice roll down to loosen off the spine at the beginning. So, nice breath in here, breathing out, taking your chosen roll down. Nice breath in when we get down here, breathe out. If you are doing this full version, I want you to keep your heels stuck down as long as you can, getting that stretch before they lift. Nice strong press up position. We're breathing in as we go down, we're breathing out for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Breath in here, breathe out, walk those hands back in. Nice breath in at the bottom, breathe out, restacking it. Lovely. 4 more. Exhaling down. Remember, keep these heels stuck down as long as you can. If you're doing full version, you'll feel that length and that stretch in the back of those legs really, really tight until you come down. Nice breath in here. And now we're going to inhale down, exhale up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Breath in, breath out, walk it back. Restack. Lovely. Breath in here, breath out, down. Number 3. Keeping that nice flow between the movement. Okay? Thinking about top to toe checks. So if you're feeling a bit tense in the shoulders, it might be because shoulders aren't backing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walking in. And gently restacking back up. Down again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walking hands in. Oh, feel that stretch. Exhale back up. Got the last one. Can pause the video and do more if you wish. At any point. Walking out. Whew. It's feeling warm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax, shell stretch. Bring those knees in. Keep the arms long if you can. You may want to alter those knee positions, hip positions, just to get comfortable. Taking some nice recovery breaths in here. Lovely. Okay, gently up to 4-point kneeling now. We're going to go for a lovely cat stretch. So I make you work and then I give you a treat. So we've got legs hip distance apart, knees under hips. Arms shoulder distance, wrists just slightly further forward. Looking down into your mat, top to toe check, make sure you feel nice and balanced, nice and scooped in and tight through those abs. Take a breath in, breathe out, chin into chest. Around the back up towards the sky, feel the separation in the shoulder blades, feel the scoop in the tummy. Breath in here, breath out, stick out through the bottom, through your tailbone. Bring your head and neck back to neutral. Feel the arch in the back, the stretch in the tummy. Breath in, breathe out. Remember being careful with both extremes of positions, listening to your body. Breath in here, breath out. Taking in some lovely breaths. Nice flow, spinal segments from one pose into the next. Not loading those wrists too much, not loading those knees too much, but just trying to find that nice balance in between the two. And last couple. Last one. Lovely. Okay. Just giving yourself a rest. I'm aware we've loaded those wrists quite a bit. So just have a little bit of a rest. You can come on to fists for any further positions in 4-point kneeling. So now, walking those hands back out into 4-point kneeling position. We're going to go for swimming. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We can keep it closed kinetic chain where the hands and the feet never leave the floor, or we can open it up now and lengthen out, okay? Bearing in mind I'm a little bit restricted in space just whilst we're here. I'm going to take a nice breath in. I'm going to breathe out as we lengthen opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm going to keep it closed and changing sides. Exhale. I want you to keep a tray of drinks on your bottom, so you're keeping those hips nice and level. You're scooping in through the core. You're continuing to look down into your mat. You're engaging through the glutes and through the back of the shoulders as we lengthen. So you want to feel a nice bum cheek squeeze, and you want to draw your shoulder blades down into your back pockets. So we keep that nice control around the shoulder blades. Breath in. Breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We want to be aiming for about 8 to 10 each side. But again, if you want to pause the video and you want to kind of work a little bit more on your weaker side, then that's perfectly fine. If you want to add a couple more reps in, then you can do. If you have a TheraBand to pull, where we normally place it under the knee and pull out, you can add in that as well for a little bit of resistance. Okay, last one to each side for me. And relax. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to come down onto tummy now. You'll need that headrest back or towel. And we're just going to do a little bit of coordination between the back of the leg, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, nice and still. We're just going to work into our single leg kick, level 1 or level 2. So, forehead nice and relaxed. Lengthen the back of the neck. Arms relaxed down by your side. Tailbone tucked under. On our exhale, we've got our toe to the sky, heel to the bum, toe to the sky, and relax. Exhaling, toe, heel, toe, relax. This is our level 1. Okay. Level 2, we're going to add in the hip extension. So as we come down, we're going to squeeze the bum cheek, lift the leg, but without altering the back position. So you want to try and keep this back as relaxed as possible. Tailbone tucked under, the toe, heel, toe, squeeze and lift. Toe, heel, toe down, squeeze and lift. Okay, exhaling. And again, about 8 to 10 on each side. Coming down, squeeze and lift. Keep your core nice and strong. Nice. Slowing it down, nice control. Make sure you feel the muscles working, the bum cheek starting to connect. That's why we do this. Let's get that glute firing up. Coming down, extend, lift. Coming down. Couple more to each side for me. Last one to each side. Lovely, relax. Okie dokes. We're going to come to lie on our backs now. Because we're doing some bridging, we don't want a head resting. Oh no, I tell a lie. We're going to do some roll-ups first with some pulses. Okay. So we'll come into seated position. Remember, as discussed previously with roll-ups, if you don't want to come into that round back position, because we do have that kind of disc herniation or any kind of instabilities around the spine, we want to keep a nice flat back. Okay, so work into flat back position. Be careful with your ranges. Again, not going into any major symptomatic pain. So we are nice and evenly distributed on our sitting bones. We're going to melt the feet down into the mat, toes are facing forwards. We're going to set the shoulders back, take the arms out in front, palm to palm. So we're going to do some nice little roll downs, but as we get into that end of range, we're going to pulse it for 5. So we're going to take a breath in here, and we're going to breathe out as we come down. Find that point where you feel abs start to fire. Keep shoulders back, little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and either C-curve or flat back up. And back down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And C-curve back up. Lovely. Down we go again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm starting to feel it. 2 more left. Nice and evenly distributed still. Working into that spine. Keeping the shoulders soft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back up. And our last one. Slowly down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And step back up. Lovely. Okay. Hope you're starting to feel a little bit of awakening in those abs. We're going to come down now for bridging. So we're going to bridge. We're going to hold and do some pulses whilst we're up there. Okay. For those of you that are taking care coming back down from bridge or going up into bridge and are avoiding this kind of curving of the spine, I just want you to take bridge straight up, nice straight back and straight down. For those of you that are completely unhappy with bridge, we can either just do some very gentle pelvic tilts. When we pulse at the top, we can squeeze and pulse those glutes just from a static position. When we're up later and we do some scissors, we can just do scissors from a floor position. And what's the other bridge I've got? Some arms. We can just do some overhead arms by themselves without the bridge as well. Okay, so we're going to take a breath in. We're going to breathe out as we roll up. We come up towards the sky. We're at a nice diagonal. We're going to do some little pulses for 30 seconds. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Squeeze and fire those glutes. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Trying to get them firing together at the same time. Feel the squeeze. Up we go. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Nice and strong through the core. Keep pulsing. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back down from bridge. Lovely. Okay, so now when we come up into bridge, we're going to scissor. So either stay on the floor and scissor, or come up. And again, we're going to go for 30 seconds worth. So we're scissoring, exhaling, exhaling. Nice spirit levels across those abdominals. Breathing out, breathing out. Knees over hips. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Marching those legs. Try and keep an eye on the time for us. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Feel it working those glutes. Whew. And last one. Relax. Coming back down. And our next one now. We'll go for some real nice mobility of the spine. Adding in our arms. So what we want to do, pop the arms out in front of us. Make sure shoulders are into back pockets. As we go up into our bridge, I want you to take the arms above the head. I've got no room. Let's move it down. Above the head. We're going to go for it. Yeah, we'll just leave them here, I think. We'll leave them here. We're in a nice bridge. We're going to leave them there as we re-stick back down. So this is either curved back or flat back. And then we're going to bring the arms back to the start. And then take them back up. Up and over. Nice breath in. No, we're not circling, Alex. What are you doing? Breathe out down. I always want to circle my arms and then bring them back over. So we're exhaling up into our bridge. Inhale to hold. Leave the arms here. Exhale down. That's better. Arms come down at the last minute. There we go. Exhale up into bridge. Leave the arms there. Breathe into hold. Squeeze those glutes. Exhale down. Re-stick the spine either flat back or segment by segment, arms coming over. Nice. Exhale. Nice straight bridge at the top. Nice and balanced. Re-stick. Coming back over. Let's go for a couple more bridges. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. And our last one. Lovely. Okay. So now we can pop back in that headrest. We've got some abdominal and oblique work now. Okay. So we're going to have an oblique prep followed by a ab curl followed by an oblique prep, and we're going to go for 8 continued versions of this. You can break at any time if you're struggling. We want to make sure that we keep our nice little satsuma in between our chin and chest, our nice neutral spine, and we're just slow and controlled. You're not forcing yourself up at a massive angle. It's very small contraction here, okay? Very early range. So if we start with oblique prep, we'll prop left hand supporting head and neck. We're going to lengthen the right hand down the mat. I want to take a nice breath in to prepare. We're going to breathe out as we come up, and we've got a nice little satsuma, lengthening towards the outside, or towards those toes of this foot. We're breathing in to come back down, hand supports head and neck. Exhale into an abdo prep. Inhale to come back down. Exhale over to the left side now for your oblique prep. Inhale down. Exhale, oblique prep back to right. Inhale down. Exhale, abdo prep. Inhale down. Exhale, oblique prep. So we've done 2 lots now. We're going for 8. Working at your own range and your own pace. 3 and 3. We're breathing out as we come up. We're breathing in as we come back down. Lovely. Take your time with it. Little contractions, so much more beneficial. Keep back flat. Halfway there. Last one, or you can pause and continue for some more reps if your abs have still got it in them. Oh. And relaxing down. You're going to feel that connection through those tummy muscles then. Lovely. Okay, double leg stretch now. We're going to go for all levels of double leg stretch, okay? For those of you that are antenatal, so up to the 6-week mark, or you have any abdominal separation, we've got any disc herniations or back problems, we want to leave feet on the floor, okay? For those of you that are quite happy to progress, we can come into tabletop and just listen to your body and work at the varying different levels. So we have our level 1, which are both arms and feet. We're exhaling, we're taking a foot down the mat as we take the arms overhead. We're going to do nice big swooping arms. We're going to bring in that leg as we bring in the arms. We're changing sides. We are exhaling, so out together and in together. Nice and simple, okay? Our next level, I'm going to take one leg up to tabletop at a time, nice and strong. Make sure that knees are over hips, nice flat backs, arms up, just circle the arms. Exhale for level 2. Exhale here, okay? Working into a range that's comfortable with your shoulders. Next level, add the leg in. Level 3. Breathing out. Breathing out, alternating those legs. We're going to go for about kind of 8 to 10 at each side. Okay. Next level, add the abdo prep in. Not over tuck of the chin. Nice and flat, control with the tummy. Breathing out. Breathing out. Breathing out. And finally our level 5, both legs. Both legs. And you would go for about 10 of these, I would say. So keep working at a level that you're happy with. Being mindful we've probably already got going and done about 5 to each side, so I'll just do a couple more to finish. Last one to each side for me. Lovely. Okay, hugging those knees in one at a time, draw them in. Nice and gentle at that lower back. Lovely. Okie dokes. So I put the hundreds in now. Always find it super hard to explain it in class. Never mind over video. Obviously, in the hundreds, the main bread and butter that we want to be doing is to beat our arms downwards as we breathe in for 5 pulses. And then breathe out for 5 pulses up to the sky. You don't have to turn the arms, but I always find that this helps me with my breath count because I do 5 in, 5 out. I'm going to do 100 sets of pulses. Now this is where it gets a bit difficult because it depends on your head and neck and it depends on your abdominal control. So head and neck is either down on your mat or is scooped up, okay? And then the leg variations, either on the mat, changing every 10 breaths with your legs, double tabletop, or straight leg position here. Okay, and you could even do straight legs with your neck down. Okay, so we can vary it up like so. I'm going to just keep it in a really static position. I just want to focus on my breathing, on some good abdominal kind of tension here. So I'm going to do our counting now, and you can choose your head and neck and your leg position. So we're going to start by breathing in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Hug those knees, and if you're doing high level, well, everyone just hug those knees and just have a nice little relax. So hundreds, even though it doesn't feel a lot, if you just lay flat on your back and you're literally just pulsing your arms, is creating a good degree of abdominal activation and tension. So it doesn't matter if you scooped up your head and my neck, it doesn't matter if you pop your legs up, if you just literally beating those hands, we are creating a really good amount of tension and work throughout those abdominals. And then you would just up it accordingly as you progress and as you feel comfortable. So pause that if you couldn't keep up, if you want another set, or if you were a little bit confused, and just have a good go at the hundreds in your own time. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of side kick in high kneeling, but I just want you to show you and refresh you with the mat version, the floor version, just in case you did not feel like going up into that high version. So remember when we're coming into side kick, if we're staying on the floor, we just want to lengthen out through our arm, pop your head rest in, get your upper body nice and relaxed. We're going to lengthen through those legs so we can see the toes. Again, just being mindful that I'm a little bit restricted on space here. We want to tuck that bottom leg under. We're coming forward as we point the toe. We're coming back as we dig the heel. So we're keeping everything nice and still, including that pelvis. We're just moving and working from the hip, forward and back, forward and back. And here we go for about 10, nice and slowly, okay? If you do want to try our full version, our kneeling version, high kneeling, we're going to come into the centre of our mats, legs hip distance apart, nice and strong. Take that way, so. Hand is going to come down as we lengthen out through that leg. So ideally you want to try and get the wrist in line with knee. Don't kind of capsize throughout this shoulder and chest. Nice and lifted. A leg up. Control through the tummy. Breathing out, 1. And breathing out, 2. Breathing out, 3. Breathing out, 4. It's tough. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Oh, coming back to centre. Either again, keeping it low to your mat, or coming back up to balance on this side. Now hand out as the leg comes out. Ooh, open up through that chest. This is my tough side. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Struggling. And 7. Oh, 8. And 9. And 10. Lovely, relax. Oh, that's tough. Okay, into our nice kneeling position here now. We're going to go for a little bit of side mermaids. Nice and tall, being mindful of posture. We're going to breathe out as we lengthen down and lengthen up. And I want you to feel like you're drawing down into your mat evenly through both knees. So don't let this knee lift as you lengthen down. Keep sending body weight nice and evenly down. Oh, take a nice breath in here. And breathe out. Engage through your abdominals and your obliques to draw you back. Other side. We're in between two sheets of glass here. So try not to stray that body weight forward or backwards. Exhaling. That's lovely. Inhale here. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. This is nice. Good old stretch. Increasing your range as you start to relax off. Using that breath. Nice. Keep pinning those knees, melting those knees down into your mat. Lengthening those fingertips up towards the sky, lengthening the fingertips down into the mat, drawing those two body parts away from one another, knees and fingertips. Oh, that's nice. The last couple to each side for me. It's nice. Last one to each side. Lovely, gently coming back to centre. Whilst we're here now, so let's take the leg out in front of us for a hip flexor stretch. So chosen leg forward, walking it forward. Hips facing forwards. It's really quite easy to do this stretch and to not stretch the right muscle, as you can see. So we want to send hips forwards, but you feel the pull on the front of the thigh. You might feel a little bit more restricted. Taking some nice breaths in here, shoulders back. Really try and angle those hips properly. Breathing normally. And now we're going to straighten through this leg. Be mindful again and just taking care with your backs as we come into hamstrings. Trying to melt them feet down. Lovely, bring that leg back. Let's change up those sides. Stiff on this side, coming into that hip. Flexor stretch. Hold in there. I feel that all the way here and all the way up into there. Quite tight in this side. Really relax enough, coming to hamstring on this side. Lovely. Relax enough. Gently in your own time coming to standing. Legs hip distance apart. We're going to go for some nice upper body reaches. So we're in neutral. Arms are in front of us. We're going to exhale. Exhale. We're climbing an imaginary ladder, and each time the arm comes down, it is zipping back down into back pocket. So you feel the connection again with shoulder blades. You nice little lateral bend with the spine, but still keeping in check with that tailbone in between legs. And nice neutral position. Exhale, 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 exhale. Adding a little bit more of bend into that waist now. If you want to, pushing your waist to the opposite side of the room. Last one to each side. And down. Lovely, okay. So we're going to go for some very gentle foot series now. Start to cool down those legs. So foot series, we're coming into that gentle squat back. We're coming up onto the toes. Get that balance point. Rise up. Gently settle down. All on the exhale, sit down nice and gently, lift up. Up to the sky and down for 2. Breathing out, engaging that core, balancing, hopefully feeling a little bit more in control of your movements now, unless you're feeling a bit wobbly because you've worked. Last one. Lovely. Now starting on those toes, arms out. This is the harder one. Lowering down, soften. Again, all on the exhale, starting up here. 2, soften, and back up. 3, soften, restack. 4, soften, restack. And 5, soften down, restack. Lovely. Legs hip distance, nice and tall. Arms out, some gentle swooping arms. Breathing out. And breathing out. Exhaling for 3 and 4. Nice and even 5. Changing direction, bring them into the midline. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Relaxing those arms down by your side. Lengthening that spine. And we're all done. I hope you enjoyed that one. If you want to go back through any of the exercises, do pause the videos as you go along, adding some more reps, making sure you're working more on that kind of weaker side that feels like it needs a little bit more. Okay, you can play around with the videos. That's the beauty of doing these from home whilst we're away from the studio. Keep safe, look after yourself. Hope to be seeing you in the flesh really soon. Hopefully we get some good announcements this weekend. What else is there to say? Thank you again for donations as usual coming in. Keep with it going, it's working. We will have a studio when we get back, which is amazing. And yeah, just take care. Thanks so much for tuning in again, guys. See you later.